Check out my Rubricable page for many instructions for the builds featured in today's video. And guess what? Most of them are free. Link in the description.
Good morning everybody and welcome to the vlog. How exciting. And guess why we're here? Because this guy just got invited to display at Oxford Brick Festival on June 14th, I want to say. And today is June 4th. And we don't have very long to prepare and there's a lot to do. So you're going to join me on my adventure, not only to the convention today, but also in all the prep work that we're going to put in, because this man has got to get ready for his grand debut in the UK. So let's go. Let's talk about what we've got to do. So I've had a list sort of planned for a while about what I want to take to this convention. I mean, I know I'm displaying Lego Zelda because that's what they let me display in a sense. And I kind of want to take the cardboard cutout, although we'll see if I can carry it because I've got a long way to go. So now that I actually know I'm going to look at this list of the sets I have in real life and sort of work out which ones might be nice to take. So I know I definitely want to take the Octo and Colgera as well, but we're going to need to make a base for him because he's definitely not stable enough to survive all that transport at the moment. So I'm just trying to work out what we're actually going to take. And then I think I'm going to pack it all in a suitcase. But we've also got to place a bricklink order because I want to include something new that I haven't showcased on the channel yet here. And I know I haven't shown you guys the Octo yet, that's because that video got pushed back. But instead, I'm going to be bringing Giga Clan Attacks, which is Z049. I've been parting out this set for a while now, so I need to make a bricklink order for those last pieces I don't have in my collection. And then we're going to go rummaging, because it's an 800 piece set and we've got to find all of them very, very soon. And here's the catch. We've got a week to plan, but I'm not going to be next to my parts until only 4 days before the convention. So we are going to have to make sure that everything is optimized so that when I get near the parts, we can just get it all built, get it all packed, and that's where most of the content of this is going to be. So I got to turn back to this laptop and get to work.
And thus, Octane embarked on his quest. And despite getting distracted and riding a boat, he made some decent progress. But a week had passed, and now only 4 days remained. Wait, that's not the thing from Majora's Mask. But yes, 4 days remained. Right, it's been a couple of days. It's been very productive so far, but there is still much to do. So firstly, as you may have noticed, we got the little man. So Link Cardboard Cutout did indeed make it. He'll be coming with me now. So I've locked him away inside a box ready for transport, which is very cool. But I've also now been working on the sets themselves. So this is just my video game sets box. You'll see stuff like Animal Crossing set, my Bulb Orb, and the Brickheads, which I'm not taking because they're not my designs. But this is all the stuff that I think I'm going to take, plus a couple of others. So I've got my bags of figures, and I know I want to do something with these guys, like the ones that don't have sets. So like Toon Link will go on King of Red Lions, Breath of the Wild Link will go somewhere. But anyone that doesn't have a place, I'll build a display stand for. That's the first lot of stuff. We've got the Warship and King of Red Lions in here as well, so they're definitely coming. Link's Lofton from Skyward Sword. I think I want to potentially get a stand for him. I'll talk about that one in a second. And that one. And that one, because those are the ones that aren't finished. What have we got here? Gloomhand, they're coming. Some accessory bits. So we've got the Ancient Machines battle packs. And a Chew. Oh, and the Skyward Sword Land Guardian. That's another one for later. We've got the new Silent Princess flowers. I just got all the parts for these, so I need to get a vase. We have to go vase hunting. That's another one. Great Sky Island is coming with me. That will be displayed with the Archaic Tunic Link over here. We've got my SS Link sculpt. I need to get a base for him. The Lizalfos battle pack. I wanted to have more of them so I can show the combinability, but I'll talk about that in a second. Colgera. Monk Mazkosha. Oh, these are just random parts, those aren't important. And Big Octo as well. So what are these ones over here? Well, all of those sets that I've just shown you, I have all the parts for. However, I've got a couple more builds that I want to introduce at this show that I don't have all the parts for, such as Master Sword Pedestal, even though we built it multiple times on the channel, most recently for the April Fool's Day video. I've got to go get some parts from my own collection for that. I've got Link's car from the Tears of the Kingdom trailer and the Battle Talus set. Yep, these are almost all the parts, and there's only one missing from here to get from my collection. Same here with the Stalnox, just about 3 missing parts. So we'll go over that and I'll grab those and I'll build him up soon. And of course I have no instructions for all of these. This is the Guardian Scout. I was able to get this thanks to my bricks and pieces order. You can see I'm using a special piece in there, but you'll see them all built up later and obviously at the show. And then the big one, the exciting one, is I'm introducing Giga Clan Attacks Z049 at this show. So here are all the parts I didn't own, but I now have to go and grab 800 more parts, which brings us up here to Bricklink, where I have been through. This is the parts list for Giga Clan Attacks, Temp Giga, as you can see. And you can see over here on the right, there's all stuff on my screen. That we've got like what sets I need to go to. So I need to go to the Friends, the TV series apartment. I need to find all these parts. And I've gone through all 800 parts. You can see some of them are the Bricklink pile, some of them from Diagon Alley and so on. I've got 9 pages and I've been through them all and I've labelled them all up, and some of them I've had to make changes and things. And it's going to be a long journey, but that's what the next stage is. Meanwhile, I'm also working on preparing the 90-something page document book that I'm going to have with me as well. But yeah, we got plenty to do, so let's get back to it. Well, it begins. Yeah, look at this mess. Right, we're in the big parts donor for Giga Clan Attacks now. This is Microscale Hogwarts, my beautiful Microscale Hogwarts that came out in 2018. If I bring my laptop down here, let's just take a quick look. So I'm actually using a new method now. So I'm marking in this column here, which if I scroll to the top, you'll see is the max price column. And basically I'm adding like a binary 1 to this column whenever I find the parts, meaning that I can then sort by it and all the ones I haven't yet found come to the top, which has been really, really handy so far. So I've got my new parts that I've just found here, and we're just chilling. So some of these have come off modulars, my bulk masonry bricks, which I love, and so on. And now there's going to be about 300 parts in here. So I better get to finding said parts because it's going to take a while. Well, it could be going better. It is now the next day and we are starting again with Hobbit Hole, because there are parts in here that I need for Master Sword Pedestal and for Giga Clan Attacks, specifically one of these for the base of the houses. But it's making just a little bit of a mess, just a little bit, and we still got to go upstairs to the loft because that's where the rest of the collection is. And a lot of the parts too, which is fun. Also, I need a base for Colgera because that's not going to stand up on its own. So, should probably find that. But I think we're going to do a time-lapse for gathering some of these parts, although it's going to be messy because I'm running all over the place. But we'll see how it goes. Well, lied about that last time-lapse at least, but it's only been about an hour, and we are up here to grab some things. So not only do I need parts, because we're making really decent progress. I haven't shown you the pile, but I think we're on the last kind of stretch. But I'm also up here, and let's rummage for this live, for this white base plate. This came in the Orient Expedition Mount Everest set, and actually, if I flip you guys around, you can see that here is sort of like my retro box. So you can see raised plates from all kinds of sets, including Aquazone and Islanders, and those are all in there with Orient Expedition. So white place for Colgera, and I'm going to grab some boxes, but I need to put you down to do that because it's kind of heavy. And those boxes are down now. Everything's gone, and I put some bits back up as well because I've got a little bit of clearing up to do. Here are the parts I've gathered so far today. I said I've been going for about an hour and a half, and I've got to go through these boxes, and then I've probably got to go back up that ladder because there's definitely more to do. So after all that faffing around, I did finally get all the pieces I needed, and we've just jumped into a quick time-lapse of that evening. I didn't want to do any sound of me building up one of the buildings from Giga Clan Attacks, and this progress went really smoothly. Yes, I don't have instructions for them yet, but I'm going to work on those so that those can be uploaded to the channel real soon. They may even be up, but yeah, build came together really smoothly, and now we have it done. So I think it's time to go to bed. Okay, another day, and late last night you just saw a time lapse of me building up this. This is Euclid Attacks, and Z049 is going to be the showstopper piece that we're going to be showing off. And yeah, it's built. I'm not going to go into detail now because either you'll see it at the show, or maybe I'll demonstrate it later today, or I'll do a video on this and some of the other new builds at some point as well. Ignore the Sanctum, that's not coming with me, but we've also started building some of the other stuff. So I've got pedestal back, Colgera on his base, and then some more new builds, which is the Tis the Kingdom trailer car. I've got a Guardian Scout and a Stalnox as well, and I've done Gloomhands and Zalfo's BP as well. But we're going to swing over the other side because I've been working on the other half of this project, and that is this. So this is a very, very large lump of paper that basically, if I just flick to a random point, has a page per set with sort of the characters, some of the features, depending. Like, here's a good example for Shadow Temple, where I can point out the rooms. So that way, the main showcase is going to be sort of facilitated as well. So we're just over here on the bed, and I'm about to start loading these up. So it finally finished printing, and now our goal is to put it into this binder here, which is upside down. Good job, me. And we're going to have wave 1, wave 2, wave digi, wave 3, and then I've just printed the headers for 4, 8, and then this will be where I keep the reference images for the sets that I am taking, and I'm going to have to print those, and I haven't even designed those yet. But yeah, this took 2 days. We've got one for every set, as you can see, 16 either. Some of them get special pages, such as this. This is a cool image. I like that. That shows the shield on the wall. Yep, keeps going. Castle got 2. And there are some special ones at the end as well. And also I'm going to be showing off wave 4 sets that aren't even revealed, so you can see that there. I've just had to reprint this because look, what is this? Convert to smart art graphic. Why did it do that? But yeah, so you get the idea. It's construct and so on. Even something you haven't seen yet. But I've got to put these all into wallets now and then get back to building because there's still more to do. So, laters. And just like that, all done. Only like hour and a half later. I don't know, I was just watching YouTube. But yeah, very cool. I decided to double up the pages. Hopefully this will be appreciated. It definitely gives you more of an insight. And as I mentioned, there's stuff in here that even you guys haven't seen. Like, I tried to put some of the cool art in here. Like, I couldn't get it all, obviously. But some stuff, some new sets that haven't been seen. But it's another job done. I've got folders left over, but it's time to move on because I got sets to build, things to do. Because tomorrow is packing day. Because tomorrow's Friday. So I thought we were ahead of schedule, but I think we're behind. So clips have been getting a little sparse. I worry I'm not going to record very much, but here I am. I'm just going to quickly go through what we have here in front of me. So I'm taking this cardboard box. We've got Euclid Attacks, Great Skull, and Lazalfos, Maz. You know, it's all here. We've got this tray full of parts. I can't even name them all. King of Red Lions, Fountain accessories. I've got the Loftwing on a stand, Colgera on a stand. The new Link sculpt is all got a base. Everything's ready to go. And we're now getting ready to put it in a suitcase. I've got this Pikmin vase as well. And then just some accessories like pencils and a brick separator to aid me out on my day. But now we're going to wrap everything in this cling film to make it transport easier. So once I had all these photos confirming what I was taking so that in case anything got lost I'd know what was missing, I started putting them in a really useful box just for a little bit of extra support. You can see they're all cling wrapped, multiple layers, and then that left me with them in this suitcase here. So you can see I've got the box in here, there's the cardboard box which is also full of parts, and then we've got the flowers and other thin bits all bubble wrapped nicely. And yeah, let's close up and go. And I've got my little man over on the side here. So let's get on that train. Whew, and we're off. Early morning start it is, nice and quiet. Down here we have the bags, suitcase with all the stuff in it, and Digilink, not Digilink, just Big Link, my little man. And we're here, we're going off to Oxford. So let's get to that brick convention. Welcome to Oxford. Right, let's start walking. Now it's just started to rain. Fantastic. now. Obviously Oxford, very famous place. But I want to put this phone down. Let's just get there and get set up. Get signed in at the very least. And now we're all set up. So, got the booklet out front here. Got Corgera and the Gloom Hands. Just got a couple of stand-in figures acting out some of the play features today. Weapon selection underneath our big link. We've got the Boko PP box on the April Fool's Day trailer. And Big Octo, who of course has his feature. Again, someone else in that. Warship in the front with our King of Red Lions. Chew. Ancient Machines. That's going to get blown all over the place, I can tell. Chew, and Scout with the Guardian Walker. There's Al here. Of course, this can be recommanded. Master Sword pedestal. Stat locks. Loft Grain. And Naz with the Pigment Pot for the Silent Princess. Great Sky Island. To the new Zonai car. It's always fun. And then on to the big one in the corner. Review Clan Attacks set up for the first time. And of course, he made it as well. But yeah, very cool. I'm happy with it. It's a little messy, but it's good. Right, let's have a good day. We're on our way home now, just back on the train again. Yeah, that was an incredible day. I'll talk more about it when we get home, but I had an amazing time, and obviously amazing thanks to Ian as well from White Shark Gaming Studios, who was next to me all day with an amazing pirate ship that I wish I had a chance to take some footage of. But he was really great to be next to, and an awesome guy. Well, that was a fun day. Gonna be working. Let's do some unpacking, just chat about it. The convention was great. I got to meet a lot of really cool people. Some great displayers next to me, around me. Maybe even some of them are watching at the moment. So, no, it was a really lovely first experience. I'm really glad I did it. And I'm definitely going to be doing more because everyone was just so appreciative and lovely towards the builds, which, you know, you never expect. You build in a vacuum. You don't really have an idea about your skill level and so on. And it's just all round a nice time. So if you're looking for instructions for any of the builds that I showed off, a lot of them are already live over on the Rebrickable page. I'm sorry I didn't take more footage at the actual convention itself. It was so busy. So let me just talk to you, I guess, a bit about what we actually did while I was there. So obviously you saw me set everything up, and you actually saw a clip where I got to meet someone very cool. I got to meet Demon Hunter Bricks, who runs a store of party weapons, and I always assumed he was like US based, but I guess that's just showing a lack of my research because he's here in the UK, does the convention circuits, of course, but he is known. The reason he is important into this story is because he is the creator of a very cool Master Sword mock. Specifically this one you're seeing on your screen now, and I got to see it in person, which is awesome. So that was just really cool to see someone else that's done a Zelda mock at any point. Yeah, just a nice added touch to the day. But what was I actually doing all day? And the reason I didn't get any footage is because I basically spent the entire day talking to people non-stop, which is really exciting, you know, just to be able to share the project, share what I've been up to, with so many different people, just everyone from young and old as well, which is great. So I talked to them about the CSS and the various different sets and so on, and they'd ask, oh, what's it based off? Some people obviously instantly familiar with Zelda, but you'd have a group of people come up and they'd be like, it's like, hi, how are you? You'd say hello. You know, fairly self-explanatory stuff. And you just sort of go into, well, almost like a spiel in a way. It's a good spiel, not a bad one. But you just start going, oh, well, these are my collection of builds based off of Legend of Zelda, or have you played the Zelda game before? what do you know of the series, and then I talk about how they're designed for play largely, and what's going on with them. So yeah, basically just sharing exactly what I do here on the channel, but just with the sets in person. And I got to demonstrate all the play features and stuff, and maybe people would ask questions and ask about other sets. It was just great to have the book there that showed off all the other customs, because I could just say, well, you like Ocarina of Time, come take a look at all the Ocarina of Time's builds here, like our Temple of Time and Lon Ranch and so on, which is really awesome. And then, yeah, no, most people were really just happy to see stuff, and they thought it was cool. So that was nice. And yeah, as soon as they'd be done, they'd be like, oh, well, we're going to go have a look around now. And then more people would show up. I'm doing a great job at selling on this. So there was sort of no time to grab a camera, because you're just talking all the time. And that's what it's for. It was just so lovely to just get in front of people and share it all, which is fantastic. It's what you want as a builder. So that was really cool.
Editing Octane just jumping in to also mention how validating it is to be around other like extreme Lego fans, like being able to complain about stuff like the UCS Hulkbuster, or how the Barradur marketing scheme was really weird, or even stuff like how the new Studio Move tool and like the changes they've made to that have been interesting to adapt to as builders. It's a really special feeling, because it's you just can't do that in general public, or with like less people that don't spend as much time in the hobby as we do, and it's just truly wonderful. Some amazing people.
Yeah, and I imagine a couple of them here potentially. Sorry it took again so long to get this footage out, and that there's so little footage of probably the cool stuff that you guys wanted, which was to see the convention. But yeah, it was, there were two halls next to each other. I only got in one of them, unfortunately, and I was going to take the camera around and show off people's builds, but I was just a little preoccupied. So maybe for the next one, I will actually take the camera around and talk to some people, but I've got to get better at this whole vloggy thing first. But yeah, we're going to end this vlog now. I've emptied everything out of the boxes pretty much. I'm going to go fix the Eclan attacks up and maybe use it in a video or something, but yeah. Thank you for watching, and have a wonderful rest of your day, and thank you for letting me do this, because I think without the channel I wouldn't have so many of these builds in person, and there'd be no conventions to go to, and I will see hopefully some of you at the next one, which I will announce still in the community tab. And don't forget to check out my instructions on Rubricable, and yeah, thank you for watching.